So goal setting is such a hot topic that everyone is into it these days, and it is so inspiring to see that people are actually making the effort of achieving their goals, and everyone out there is working towards some kind of goal, or maybe not all of them, but this is a very popular topic these days, and that is absolutely important because according to Viktor Frankl, what man actually needs is not a tensionless state, but rather the striving and struggling for some goal worthy of him. What he needs is not the discharge of tension at any cost, but the call of a potential meaning waiting to be fulfilled by him. So if you are facing boredom or you feel like you are lost and directionless, then goal setting is definitely for you. And not just in that case, even apart from that, if you are striving to become more than what you actually are today, and if you are looking for opportunities to maximize your potential, to expand yourself as a person, to try out new different horizons of intellectual stimulation or physical stimulation that you have not had before, then it is a great idea for you to set goals and to go into the direction where your heart takes you. At the same time, you may be making mistakes that are actually stopping you from moving towards your goals, and that's exactly what I will be addressing today. Hello guys, what is up? I'm Sadaf, and if you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I make videos on various topics such as goal setting, habits, confidence, productivity, mental strength, all to inspire and empower women. And in today's video, I will be talking about the mistakes that you need to avoid when you are setting your goals and the right way of actually achieving your goals. We will start out by the importance of goal setting, the 3 mistakes that you need to avoid, and finally we will come towards the 5 steps that you need to take in order to make sure that you are achieving your goals. So as I forgot to say that before, subscribe to my channel and let's get started. So what is the importance of setting goals? Goal setting is extremely important because it sets a direction for your life. It gives you a purpose in life, and actually it acts in a way as if it was the compass that directs your life. So if you take some time to simply sit down and set your goals, you are actually taking time to determine what is important for you, what means to you, and now you are going to focus on these goals. So not only it is going to align your focus in a certain direction, at the same time it is going to help you get rid of every other thing that is actually making you drift away from your goal. At the same time, it supports your growth as a person. It improves your performance and makes you such a happier and healthier person because you are pursuing a certain vision in life. And like the quote in the beginning of this video said, it's very important for you not to live a tension-free life, but instead have a certain direction for your life, even though there is some stress over there. And your continuous improvement is something that makes you addicted to your own progress. And that's a very beautiful thing to see yourself evolving over time thanks to all these goals that you had set for yourself. But it's very important for you to write down your goals. A dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan, and a plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. So that's a quote I absolutely love because it covers the entire process from goal setting to the completion of your goal. But unfortunately, not every goal that you are going to set for yourself is a goal that you are going to achieve, and that is quite sad because your dreams mean to you, your goals mean to you, and it's very important to understand this difference so that you can take the right kind of action on your own goals and actually work towards them and see progress this time. And the only way of evaluating your progress is through the results that you are getting by setting these goals. So if you are not getting any results, well, that means that your goal setting strategy is not very effective. So the first mistake that you may be making in goal setting is that you do not have enough self-acceptance, and it's more important for you to develop self-acceptance before self-improvement. These are 2 different things. Goal setting does not mean that there is something wrong with you. It simply means that you are a work in progress and you want to continue working towards a better person, towards becoming better at the aspects of your personality that you want to develop, whether that is something intellectual intellectual or these are some other kinds of goals, but you are actually constantly striving towards a different version of you. But in order to give you an idea visually of how this looks like, have a look at this. Now, self-acceptance actually means that you are accepting yourself. You are guilt-free of everything that you have had up until now. You have forgiven yourself, you are completely okay with yourself, and you are compassionate with yourself at the same time. On the other hand, self-improvement means that you are constantly striving for more. You are raising your standards, and around it, you are building your self-discipline to make sure that you are achieving these goals. In between these two spectrums, there is self-love, which means that you own your story. You are accountable to yourself and you take 100% responsibility for your own progress. And this self-love, loving yourself, is extremely important. So you need to find a balance between not disliking your current reality and on the other hand not being too complacent. So you have to be somewhere in between these two spectrums, and you have to find your harmony between self-acceptance and self-improvement. And remember that learning is a process that is continuous, so you have to continue learning, and self-improvement is something that is going to continue until your death. According to Albert Einstein, intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. So if you are making this mistake of not accepting yourself and your reality and things the way they are today, take some time to evaluate what is your own level of self-acceptance right now. Take some time to be grateful for how things already are right now, and at the same time you can continuously strive for more. You can continuously raise your standards, and that's the beauty of this process. The mistake number 2 that you are making is that you do not have an action plan in place. And an action plan means that you have daily tasks, daily routines, daily habits that you have to implement in order to achieve these goals. So if you have set a goal for yourself which is very smart, like you want to lose 30 kgs by the end of this year, and even though that is a very smart goal, if there is no process, no system that has been put in place in order to achieve that goal, in that case the chances of you achieving that goal are very low. So even though it is time consuming, it is very important for you to put in place a certain action plan that you are going to work on every single day. So a goal always needs an action plan. The mistake number 3 that you are making is that you are focusing too much on the end result. Your happiness is actually attached to the achievement of the goal, and focusing entirely on that is something that does not allow you to live in the present moment, that does not allow you to enjoy the journey before the destination, because the journey is as important and even more important than the destination itself. So before reaching the final destination, learn to appreciate the journey, learn to appreciate the little milestones and the process and the everyday routine that you have. And I will be telling you exactly how to do that in the 5 steps that I will be sharing with you in the next part of the video. Let's get started with the 5 tips. So the first tip is to think about it in terms of designing your life, in terms of the fact that you are actually creating the script for your life and you are designing the kind of life that you want. By itself, I find it to be a very cool concept of the fact that you are not in a default mode. You are not allowing life to happen to you, but instead you are taking action to become a better person. And that is a very important thing to note down, because if you are in your 30s and you look back in your 20s, you will see that all the decisions that you have made have created the reality that you have today. And if today you decide to design your life and to take it towards the vision that you have for your life, then even if there is some work to do on the way to build the skills, to learn some skills, to implement some new habits, all of that work is so worth it because you are designing the life that you want to have. The second step is to set smarter goals. And if you are not aware of it, SMART stands for specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and time bound. You can look this up on Google if you need more information on setting a SMART goal. But when it comes to a smarter goal, that means that along with SMART, you are adding at the end evaluate, which means that you are evaluating your goal as often as you need. And I would suggest doing that once a month. For example, you take a look at the goals that you have, the progress that you have made, and how are you still finding them relevant, or do you want to change certain things about them? So it's important to keep evaluating your progress, your interest. If there is something that you need to change a little bit, sometimes all you need to change is your way of moving towards a certain goal, and it is not to change the direction entirely. So evaluation is a very important part of this process. And lastly, R stands for reward. So rewarding yourself for milestones that you are achieving and celebrating every single progress that you have made is very important. And personally, I reward myself sometimes even in the beginning of this entire process, which means that as soon as I have set a goal, for example, I decided to study for a certain course, I'm going to go out and buy myself new notebooks or everything that I need to work for this new goal that I have, and then I will make sure that I am worthy of the reward that I bought myself. That brings me to the next step, which is to identify yourself with your new version. For example, for me, I am getting more into reading books, and if I want to read more books, I have to identify as a reader, as a person who likes reading. To be honest, I have not really been a reader in the past, and when I have actually started getting more into books that are mostly self-development books, I have actually more worked towards listening to them, and I absolutely enjoy listening to books. But when it comes to reading books, that is something that I feel that I do not identify with because I have never been a reader. But now in my mind, what I am doing is I am telling myself all the time that I am a reader, I am a reader, I love reading. And this way I allow my mind to shift from I am not a reader towards another identity that I am giving myself, which is the one of a reader. So if you are someone who is not into fitness that much, but you want to get into it, you can start telling yourself, I'm a fitness freak, I love fitness, I love going to the gym. And then you set your goal, your intentions around that, you build your habits around that, and that is how you are going to start identifying with this new person, with the new version of yourself. So no matter what kind of goal you are trying to achieve, it's very important for you to identify with that identity, with that person, because in order to do anything, you first have to be that person. This brings me to the next step, which is that daily tasks matter. When you are going to create your action plan, you are going to write down for yourself little steps that you are going to be taking every single day towards this new goal. And I am going to give you an example. Last year, I was working for an exam which was extremely hard, and there was a lot of memorization that needed to be done for that exam. And I was working almost full time, and I'm a single parent to 2 kids. So along with this entire life, which was quite busy, working for this exam was something that it seemed like it was almost impossible for me to succeed in this exam. But at the same time, what I had learned at that time was that the little memorizing that I do every single day matters way more than memorizing it all the same day. And that is the concept that I stuck with last year, and I was doing as much as I could in the little breaks that I had. I had recorded my lessons and I used to listen to them whenever I had some time. By working in such small chunks, over time it accumulated to this entire work that allowed me to finally not just pass that exam, but actually passed with a quite good percentage. And I was very happy for that because I did not even think that I was going to pass. So coming back to the topic, those little daily achievements matter a lot instead of doing that entire work in one huge go. So in order to understand this topic more in depth, you can read the book Atomic Habits, which goes more into a detailed explanation of this concept. But this is a concept that absolutely works, and if you are looking to becoming this new person, or you are looking to achieve a certain goal, tell yourself that even little daily chunks of activities, of steps that you take, of the tasks that you do, and the little habits that you implement into your daily routine are things that are worth considering, and they are going to accumulate and compound and help you achieve your goals. And lastly, enjoy the journey. And everyone says that, but how exactly are you supposed to enjoy that journey? Like I said earlier, destination is good, but the journey is even more important. And that is when you are building your muscles of strength, your muscles of self-discipline, your muscles of resilience and patience and all of that. So that matters a lot. So it's very important for you to enjoy this entire process. In order to enjoy this process, take some time daily to appreciate the work that you have done, to be grateful for the work that you have done, because on a daily level you are not going to see the progress, but when you are going to look back after 6 months, you will see how much forward you have moved, and that is going to be such a boost of confidence for you. Another thing that you can do to enjoy the process is to celebrate your milestones. Every single step that you are taking, every single progress that you are making towards this new person that you are becoming, it really deserves some kind of celebration from you. So whether that is an internal celebration, that's the way how it is for many introverts including me, or whether it is something that you want to celebrate with other people by going somewhere. Personally, I like to buy myself something. I like to get an experience that I'm going to enjoy, or do such activities that are going to bring me some kind of value and add value to the person that I am, to the life that I'm living. And these celebrations are extremely important to value yourself and to value the entire process of becoming this new person. Another way of enjoying this journey is also that you can feel that you are drifting away from this weak, underconfident person that you once were, and you can enjoy becoming this new person that you are actually becoming. So you should definitely set goals for yourself and pursue them diligently and pursue excellence at the same time, because that is very important for you to live a fulfilled life. And I hope that this video has inspired you and given you some little tools and resources so that you can start working on your own goal setting or maybe improve your own process. If yes, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, take care. Bye.